Hello everyone! Today I have prepared something really mysterious for you. We're back to the apocalypse, which is going on in the Skibidi zombie series again. And as you know, the 16th episode was released on Friday and it told us the whole truth about the speakerman race. What I saw simply blew up my mind and inspired me to produce a huge number of crazy theories. Well, if you really want to see the meanest betrayal in the history of the series and find out why the speakerman race needed X-18 cannon, then put all your business aside for the next 10 minutes and trust me. Which new zombie took part in the battle and where did you see him before the infection? What kind of terrible secret does the exosuit on the body of the speakerman keep? And is it true that it gives these guys superpowers? Why was the POV witness left alive? And how did the rescue team manage to destroy all the zombies without using X-18? Get your tea and snacks ready and prepare to watch this video to the end, because the secrets that you will learn today are going to definitely be your favorite. Let's go! But before I start, I would like to ask you to help me fulfill my dream of reaching 100,000 subscribers on this channel. We have very little number left, and I am sure that by the end of next month we will really achieve this. And as a reward for your help, I will make a video that will simply blow your mind. Well, let's quickly refresh your memory and find out how the POV got into such a difficult situation. In the last episode, the escape plan was failed due to the fact that the zombie speakermen got in our way. But fortunately, thanks to the X-18 weapon, this toilet got some real superpowers and easily deprived the zombie of his hand. For this arrogance, the speakerman called an army of monsters, and it seemed that the POV and his company would come to an end soon. But our brother showed some tricks again and created a protective barrier that briefly helped us forget about all the problems. Everything was really good, but suddenly the zombie boss decided to have a snack with his subordinates. And because of this, he not only returned his hand, but also increased to gigantic proportions. Unfortunately, the blood did not have an additional power source with him, and the X-18 weapon had to feed on his own life power. So the brothers' super upgrades began to weaken. So the zombie speakerman took advantage of this and destroyed the shield on the second attempt, and the godlike toilet heroically gave almost all his energy to lift the fool into the air and then deliver a crushing blow. It seemed that we were allowed to leave now, but our dreams of salvation were destroyed by a new zombie with a TV, as his glow almost managed to make the blood self-destruct, and the POV used his plunger explosives that canceled the mutants' plans. The two friends finally flew home, but the X-18's energy ran out completely, and then we watched with tears in our eyes how the cannon destroyed our friend forever, absorbing his entire body. Now, as you have remembered everything you needed to know, the 16th episode is already put on your screens. And it all starts with the scene where the zombie speakerman screaming like a little girl and several mutants immediately react to his order. But the POV still has chances to survive, so the smart guy immediately makes a steep jump and grabs X-18. Unfortunately, the wave of zombies do not end there, and a huge army rushes at him wanting to taste us badly, and the problems are growing even bigger when a sneaky mutant deprives you of the X-18 cannon, and it looks like this is the end for the POV. But someone throws this strange thing at the zombie's head, and after its activation, the monster loses his brains forever. And then a few more exactly the same projectiles fly in front of your face and absolutely destroy the entire army of zombies. But before I'm going to introduce you to our mysterious saviors, let's go back to this bomb and take a closer look at it. This thing seems to be made of yellow metal, and its sides are all covered with sharp blades. And this is an obvious reference to the bombs that were used by the Green Goblin in the legendary Spider-Man comics. Also, the moment when one of these bombs flew past the POV in slow motion is a reference to the third part of the legendary movie series that was directed by Sam Raimi and is called Spider-Man. Well, a zombie with a TV was a little late to the party, so two flying guys are trying to distract the fool, and after that a small gift flies straight into his face. And after the explosion on his cheek, you can notice a fresh wound, and it's very strange. I mean, only the X-18 weapon can cause serious damage or destroy zombies. For example, if you remember episode 7, even after a powerful shot inflicted by G-Man, the zombie scientist's head got regenerated again. So why didn't his wound do the same after that explosion? But in fact, I know why this happened, and I'll tell you about it at the end of the video. And believe me, the truth will surprise you a lot. Well, the angry girl is really pissed, and as it turned out, the speakerman helped us all this time. So he flies with this thing resembling a snowboard, and if you don't understand how it allows our new friend to fly, then I'll tell you about it a little later. So watch this video to the end to find out all the secrets. Well, this cool speakerman feeds another portion of the bomb to this zombie, and the fool obediently opens his mouth wide, and it looks like these things do good damage, and the monster's entire face is covered with scars and cuts, and you see a large amount of red liquid on his neck. One of his tentacles is completely covered with dangerous toys, and after the explosion, the zombie loses his cute leg forever. It's time to get to know our heroes better, as 3 speakermen land epically next to the POV, and their entire bodies is covered with special exosuits, which is a reference to the mechanical costumes of the main characters from the anime series called Attack on Titan. On the hands of each speakerman, you can see the controllers thanks to which they can navigate these snowboards. And by the way, they are also a reference to the famous glider that the Green Goblin used in the fight against Spider-Man. I think when creating the 16th episode, Monster Up was very much inspired by this villain and therefore used his entire arsenal in the series. It looks really cool. I also managed to find a frame with a glider when the animation was not ready yet. And here you can notice these 2 speakers, as it turned out. The speakermen move on these snowboards while using sound, and the speakers emit special waves thanks to which the guys can fly. By the way, the scene when the dudes epically present their technology to you is a reference to the series called Arcane. Okay, it's time to finish the job now. And the speakerman throws another bomb into the zombie's mouth, which finally sends the monster to Gangsta's paradise forever. But unfortunately, another parasite comes to avenge him. And he demonstrates his special ability to you and like a vacuum cleaner begins to suck you inside of his giant mouth. So the genius, aka the POV, uses his plunger, and thanks to this, he escapes. The speakermen turn around one by one, and here you can make sure in what I have said earlier. The dynamics on their gliders emit a powerful sound wave that pulls them to the opposite direction. The 3rd speakerman did not attend physics lessons at school, as it seems to me. And because of this, he becomes a snack for this zombie. And also at this moment, we can examine the big guy better. There is a huge iron bulk on his face protecting his eyes from TV men's radiation. Huge nails are mounted in both of his ears so that they are not vulnerable towards speakermen's attacks. And instead of a toilet in there, he has something more like a urinal. I think you've already guessed that before the infection, this zombie was the vacuum toilet from the 46th episode of the original series by Boom, where he fought Titan TV Man but quickly got what he deserved and then was destroyed forever. It's strange, but for such a period of time, his body should have completely disappeared a long time ago. But somehow the zombie army still managed to bring him back from the afterlife and turn him into a mutant. But unfortunately, I can't explain exactly how they managed to do it. But if you have a good theory, then be sure to write it in the comments, and I will pin the most interesting one of them under this video. Well, one of the speakermen calls for reinforcements, and several huge robots are landing from the rescue ship, which are controlled from the inside by these guys. Damn it! What's going on here? It seems that the speakerman race is so smart that they were able to create not only a powerful arsenal of weapons capable of destroying zombies forever, but also huge robots. By the way, these mechanisms are a reference to the movie named Avatar, where people from Earth were inside of such robots and were fighting against the alien tribesmen on another planet. Okay, let's get back to the episode now. The robots pull out 2 additional mechanical legs in order to create a good support and not get inside the vacuum toilet's maw. And then these guns appear on the hands of each of them, and they begin to show this disgusting zombie who is being actually in charge here. It looks like these attacks made the vacuum toilet grow older out of fear so that you might notice a few gray strands of hair on his head. Otherwise, I can't really explain what I just saw. The fool is not going to give up so easily and uses a sharp saw, while one speakerman holds his mouth and the second one continues to attack him like an annoying beetle. He hits the zombie in his face and eventually realizes that the bulk on his head can be driven right into the brain. Dude, it was a brilliant idea from your side. Finally, the madness is getting over, and we can get an answer to the question of why these speakermen actually saved the POV. 2 of the speakermen are approaching the X-18 weapon, and one of them takes out a special thing and scans the gun with it. And then he turns to his friend and says that they have finally found what they were looking for. And this is really what they need. So then everyone is looking at you, and it seems like you're not invited to this party at all. And another one comes right up to you, and the POV holds out his hand, as if he was saying something like, "Hey bro, help me get up on my feet, will you?" But instead of help, you get a savory punch in the face. And also pay your attention to the color of this bouncer's tie. It's red, with white dots, and at the moment when 3 speakermen epically flew to the POV, the guy with the exact same tie was standing on the left. But as you remember, it was he who couldn't stand on his feet and fell into the mouth of a vacuum toilet. So then how could he possibly survive and even come back? Write your theories about this strange phenomenon in the comment section below because I'm really curious about it. As you already understood, the speakerman race still considers you their enemy, as these guys appeared in episode 12, and in there, they definitely made it pretty clear to us that all cameramen are traitors in their eyes. They think this way because the Alliance decided to team up with Skibidi toilets in order to beat the virus, but the speakermen believe that it was a mistake, and now they want to destroy not only the virus, but the Alliance as well. If that's really the case, then why didn't this dude destroy the POV and just decided to knock us out? Let's rewatch this moment in slow motion, where we can see that thanks to this exosuit, the speakerman was able to take off the head of a zombie. But before hitting the POV, the dude decided to take the armor off, which means that he is not going to destroy us. You also know that only the X-18 cannon can destroy a zombie. But did you pay attention to the fact that the special bombs that the zombie has swallowed also destroyed him forever? Most likely, the speakerman race has its own kind of X-18 that is embedded right inside of these bombs, and the cannon that they scanned will help them improve their developments. But the main question remains: why they did not destroy the POV? Because he is a witness of all this mess, and if he gets free, then he can immediately tell the Alliance about the speakerman's arsenal. They definitely need us for some specific purpose, and I think that in the next episode we will get the answer to this mysterious question. Write your own theories in the comments below about what might await us in episode 17. And that was me, ISO Toilet. See ya!